A big bow, that's my partner in crime. Random thoughts miss mine. I can never do this by my lonely. So we the duo, snatching up all the kudos. Bound to find a loophole, yeah, you know. So keep tuning in, enjoying the vibe. Forever raw, forever real. It's him, it's I. You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love this podcast. You love this podcast.
We do this with no rich reward.
Rich reward.
With those other podcasts, I know you're getting bored. It's the Pool Pit, baby. Episode 154.
154.
What the business is.
What the business
It's that man
is.
with the plan, Big Kev.
Big Kev.
And that's Cuz with the Bush, Big
Yo,
Bo.
Big
And
Bo.
you know we got that food for your show.
For the show.
Now, you know we got to do a disclaimer.
Got to
especially
do it.
about what we about to talk about today, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
hey, keeping it all the way 100.
Gotta keep it 100.
About to get into some real stuff, and it definitely could ruffle some feathers. So I definitely want to make sure we do the disclaimer today, if no other day. So without further ado, the Pool Pit Podcast is not a gospel or
Hallelujah.
religious podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, you know, I got to do it. I said, the Pool Pit Podcast is not a gospel
Hallelujah.
or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information just like that.
Just like that.
And y'all know, this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity,
Positivity.
motivation,
Motivation.
inspiration,
Inspiration.
and most importantly,
Love.
so we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation. And you know I keep them on deck.
Message.
I promise you, you will never regret having pure intentions and a beautiful heart. All good things come back tenfold.
Ooh.
You just got to understand. That's what we talk about karma. We talk about that good energy. Once you
Yeah,
put it out,
buddy.
you might not even realize where the good energy is coming from. I was talking to my mom about this the other day. It's like, perfect example. Let's say you get a flat tire, right? But it's a negative that you got a flat tire, you about to go to work or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But guess what the positive could be? Oh, they can plug it real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's not a total new tire you need to get. Now they can just do a quick plug and you already had a free discount. You went to Discount Tire or some various other place like that. That's the positive you can look at it. You know what I'm saying? You always got to look at it in a positive mindset. It could always be worse.
Man.
So if you look at things like that in life, you begin to have a different outlook, period. And good things will come back
Yeah.
to you. You know what I'm saying? You might get some money, you might get a check from your mortgage and you never even thought you had. You know what I'm saying? This might pop up one day, didn't even expect it.
Could have had a broken rim that cost $600.
That's what I'm saying. It
Mhm.
always could be worse.
Man.
You feel me? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? We got to get into, Jack.
That's right, Jack.
The Diddy trial has officially started. And the first week is mind-blowing, to say the least. Bo, what is your impression of what you have heard so far?
Diddy's a psychopath.
Oh, boy.
Just the stuff. He needs to be in prison for just the stuff he did to Cassie. I mean, just the stuff
Yeah.
that's coming out on Cassie, how bad she was beaten up, where the man told her, "You can't even stay at my house. You beat up so bad." But you the one putting hands on
But you the one putting hands on her.
Like, my kids are here. I don't want my kids to see you like this.
Yeah, that's wild.
That is just that's insane, man.
That's wild.
And she kept going back to the dude.
Man. What I'll say is this, because I've really been toiling over how to come across. So I've seen guys take the route of, oh, well, you know, you see in some of the texts, you know what I'm saying, she's down for the freak offs or whatever, right? And she's encouraging it. And after multiple times that he's put his hands on her, she's went back, right? And I'm trying to tell people, when does that not happen in other relationships, you know what I'm saying, to where if a woman feels comfort, structure, foundation, you know what I'm saying, security, she's more likely to be freaky and please her man. So to have those freak offs when she thought she was in love and she thought it was a monogamous, you know what I'm saying, relationship, you know what I'm saying, and they was just those two, I can see why she would be down for the freak offs because she can have her kinks, you know what I'm saying, nothing wrong with that situation. So the problem is when he putting hands on her to make her do these things, he's making her take drugs or she's taking drugs just to get through these acts. That's where it starts to get heinous. And I think that's where men have clouded their judgment of what it truly is. I have no sympathy for Diddy. Whatever he gets because he's definitely showing he ain't the love, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Love or whatever he said he was. That's out the window. We definitely know that was something that you knew you had to do because this was coming down the pipe. I truly feel like you try to change your moniker. It wasn't no more bad boy. It was love. You know what I'm saying? I preach love and then unity and peace because you needed to change your whole look to the world. You know what I'm saying? Aesthetics is everything. So I get that aspect of it. But only thing I have a problem with, I feel like the prosecution is messing up because this trial is supposed to be a RICO, supposed to be trafficking, you know, it's supposed to be other things, you know what I'm saying, like that really, you know what I'm saying, would make a person have to be in jail, you know what I'm saying? Now, domestic violence is never tolerated as well. So if it was a domestic violence trial, he good as gone, you know what I'm saying? We've seen the bruises on Cassie, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. We've seen the video right firsthand, you know what I'm saying, right there. And then, matter of fact, they even showed a more in-depth video where he's trying to finagle his way out of it. The dude come up, you can see the hotel dude come up. He's like, hey, man, how can we make this work? So you got to understand, that's probably happened many a times, you know what I'm saying, where he done got caught up in some funk and he know that money going to make people forget about what happened. But
I don't know what the prosecution, because you also got to understand, this is also like an 8-week trial.
True. I know they got more coming down the pipe.
First week.
Yeah.
But they mainly wanted to paint a picture of this is a madman. This is.
I want to see where the rest of it. Yeah, it ain't over. Like you said, 8 weeks.
Yeah, you know, so they are painting a picture.
But I'm just saying though, the thing about it is what'll get a person off is people get tried in the people's court of perception, right? Mm-hmm. And right now, the consensus is like you're not proving what you're trying him on. Yeah. Free him. You got people literally saying no matter what they've heard, they really saying free Diddy because what you're saying is not fitting what you're trying him on. And that's where we got to start seeing this other stuff, you know what I'm saying, where you're forcing people and you taking people across state to do sexual acts and things of that nature. That's where it starts to get deeper. And I think it's coming down the pipe, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's 8 weeks.
You know, but anybody trying to, you know, kill Cassie, you know what I'm saying, for being down for her man to do these type of acts and stuff like that, it's some foul. Hey, it's some wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it might not be my cup of tea, but to somebody else, the people, you act like people never heard of people getting pissed on. R. Kelly been pissing on people since 1995. So it ain't nothing new that people like this golden shower kink. But when I heard the in the mouth thing, it kind of took me back. Like, yeesh. You're never getting a kiss from me. You wouldn't even get a kiss blown to you. Like, if I knew you was doing that in the mouth, I done heard people get peed on. You can wash that off, but in your mouth, so you swallow piss, I'm cool. That's your kink, do your thing. But like, what I'm saying is, we heard these things, and you look at Cassie, you like, I didn't think you was down like that. But these things, it's just, you ever know a person, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Right, cannot.
And then the Kid Cudi thing, we've heard about it, right? But to hear her say it, you know, there was speculation about.
Didn't they blow up the car?
Yeah, bro. Like, dude, I'm Diddy a wild boy, bro. I'm like, we thought Suge was the villain. Bro, we all thought everybody in the Suge was notorious for doing some shit like that. Nah, bro. It's Diddy. Said he got mad. They was on a break. He found out through her phone that she was messing with Cudi. And all of a sudden, the man car blow up. Your car just don't blow up just in front of your house just because.
That's wild.
That's wild, bro.
Hey.
And then all of a sudden, and Kathy, she said she broke it off with Cudi because she didn't want him to get hurt. Because Diddy threatened, hey, if you don't break it off, I'm going to do something to you and him. That's where they call it, I think it's like a Stockholm syndrome, where you keep doing stuff, you keep going back, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, well, why does she keep doing that? If she had free reign, right? Like, he let her go, and, you know what I'm saying, and she came back to the freak offs. It's her mindset. Like, you know how, like, a dog, when you have a dog come and you train a dog, right? What's the first thing you do if a dog piss on your carpet? You beat it, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. pretty soon that dog knows just if he hike his leg up and you get up or raise your voice, I'm gonna get beat or I shouldn't do this. His mind has been trained, and that's what he did to Cassie. You can see it. Like, you can just see it. Like, I don't want to do this. You better do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me take these drugs to get through these acts. You know, well, we got more to go. Like both said, this is the first week. The first week was the shocker. I'm just saying, like, but I just seen men, you got to get that in check. We can't judge women and just say, oh, because she was down for the get down at that time, that automatically Diddy didn't do nothing wrong and free Diddy. That's wild.
They said one of the security guys seen Cassie. They said she was beat up so bad, the security guys were crying.
Wow.
They seen she was beat up so bad, it made them men cry.
No, that's wild.
And then the security guy had Cassie come and stay with him for a few days. Him and his wife.
Right.
And then she went back to Diddy.
Yeah, and I think that's what they call that's the Stockholm syndrome. But a lot of women do it. Like the money, the people try to talk about the money situation because Diddy has so much money and with the fame and notoriety and that type of lifestyle. Y'all women, some women out here do it, and the dude ain't got nothing. He a prison. He a straight convict.
Man.
And he ain't got a job. He living in your house. He driving your car. He putting hands on you, and you still messing with. So who's judging who? Y'all can't judge nobody. And that's what I'm saying. Like, just because a person doesn't act doesn't mean that they're complicit and with the other stuff that comes along with it. People have love. Like she said, I don't hate him. Then you can just tell she's still brainwashed. She said, I don't hate him. And when you can say that, all the stuff he done did to you, if you don't hate that man, that shows you where her mindset has been, and she's going to need mental help, therapists, you know what I'm saying, psychiatry. She's going to need that. Right now? And she's pregnant too. Man. And I just think about her husband, like, bro, I hope to God she told him everything prior to this trial.
I mean, he might not want it to know.
But I'm saying, you need to though, because it's coming, you're going to be present.
This is probably news to him too.
But if it's news to him, or put yourself in that position. Here you say, well, I knew things were going bad, but then you hear the explicit nature of these things and how she was getting down. Does that make you look at her differently? I mean, it's just human nature. You shouldn't, but she be like, you're nasty. and he shouldn't judge her because it's before him, but
if he's smart, he should not be watching or reading.
No, he is at the trial. That's what I'm saying. All this stuff is being said. He's hearing all the testimony. They said the only thing he can't hear is stuff that's pertaining to him, because if they need to, you know what I'm saying, have to question him or put him on the stand, they don't want him to have a heads up on it.
I'm pretty sure he had you did what? I'm pretty sure
it's human nature to be like, hey, you
did what?
You let that man piss in your mouth? Oh God, your mouth? And I kissed you? And all you P lovers, I'm not trying to, it's not a diss. I'm not. Yeah, because it is. It's a society that's with that kink. I ain't judging you. It's just kind of wild to people who don't like pee. I'm just saying. You get pissed on your hand, you're like, ugh, you try to wipe it off. So just to sit there and have pee in your mouth is wild to me. But do your thing. Do your thing. We don't judge. Everybody got their kink. What do they say? We listen and we don't judge. But with that being said, next week, another week of the trial. It's almost like the Kendrick and Drake situation. It's going to keep going on. Y'all going to hear the podcast. There's going to be updates. There's going to be new information. So just expect next week.
Period. So just if you alive, you getting daily updates.
You get
every day between TMZ, Breakfast Club.
But what I like to do is when we do this, I don't like to talk like everybody else talk about. I want to talk about the point. I seen people want to talk about the actual information. I wanted to come at a different point of how I seen men responding to Cassie, and I didn't like how that was. It was wrong. So we're gonna go ahead. We ain't gonna spend too much time because we probably will be on it a lot.
8 weeks. It's gonna be
8 weeks?
Something else.
8 weeks?
Damn. Diddy, you did what?
The diddler was diddling his diddle in the diddly.
Diddler was something else.
Wild boy. I see why he came up. Now I really can see why he came with bad boy. That was his this is my alter ego that I'm really telling y'all, but y'all ain't even listening to me. Is she? But anyway, here we go. All right, Bo, got a question for you. I was thinking about this the other day. Do you think it's possible to turn into the wrong person while waiting on the right person? You know, people be like, I'm waiting on Mr. Right, Mrs.
Yeah,
Right,
definitely,
and
definitely. Technically, I could be that person right now. You know,
you said technically
I mean,
true.
you know, you could just have a moment in time where like I'm just here for a good time.
Not a long time.
Not a long time, but a good time.
Yeah.
And you know, and you might run through whatever you run through until you find, oh man, I want to be with this one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay with this. I'm
Yeah.
trying to make this work. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can definitely be a monster to some other folks and turn out to be a king to someone else.
Yeah.
You
It's all about preference.
Just just how things go, how things rock, how we rock with each other.
Well, I think it's like this. I definitely think that can happen because the way you left your other situation, your relationship, marriage, whatever it may be, definitely could change your mindset to where that next person thinks you exhibit habits and behaviors that might be titled as Mr. Wrong or Mrs. Wrong, you know what I'm saying? They might not even know it. You know, that's the trauma. And that's why I always say we have to heal our traumas because you can be cold to people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you used to be a loving, open person. And all of a sudden now you like, F that B. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just really on some, like, I probably didn't even call women B's back then, but now I'm calling every woman a B. You know what I'm saying? It could just be like that. Now you turn into Mr. Wrong because of what happened previously. Why you're saying, hey, I just want somebody to love correctly. You know what I'm saying? And be in a good situation. So I think it definitely could happen. But I was just thinking, like, when you're just trying to look for the right person, you're trying to organically vibe, you really could be developing bad behaviors. You know what I'm saying? And that next person be like, you know what? You're not as good as you think you are, sir.
Yeah, I definitely do got bad behavior.
You know what I mean? But who's there to really judge, to be honest with you? You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, I just thought about that because, you know, they always say Mrs. Right and Mr. Right. Like, you could be Mr. Wrong all of a sudden now when you were Mr. Right because of the other person or whatever.
This is
So,
funny, though. I had this conversation with my girls. It was Friday. We was together, and I told my daughters that I hope and pray that both of them have a chance to have a love Jones. And my youngest daughter, she's like, well, what exactly is a love Jones? I was like, love Jones is like
I got to
you
love
just
Jones.
meet somebody and y'all hit it off and like quick, fast fall in love. The situation don't always end well.
It's explosive that first 2-3 years.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
Seeing stars.
It's a beautiful thing to go through that. So and I was like, man, like I told her, I was like, I've had it a few times, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna ever get it again. And my oldest daughter was like, you don't know, you might meet somebody, you might have it again. It's just like, but like, it's like how you when you was a kid and tickling just got you, you know. But now when you get older, tickling ain't your thing now.
Don't tickle me. Don't touch me.
Yeah, it's like so.
Don't touch my
it's
feet, underarms, none of that.
My love is different than it was 20-something years ago.
Mhm.
So I don't know how this Love Jones can be developed.
Right.
You know, like what can she provide that make me like?
I think it's just a new version of the Love Jones. It's like, and I think that's what it's meant. You know, when you're dealing with a new person, it's still a Love Jones. You know what I'm saying? And it still could be the same explosive feeling. It's just gonna come about a different way from different things. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a different person, and you are a different person
Man.
at this state anyway. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. I think evolving and growing is always good. You know what I'm saying? That can never be wrong.
Evolving and growing.
If you ain't evolving and growing, you're dead, really, because you should be every day. You should be wanting to be better. Period. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought that was crazy anyway. So, you know, we haven't done no Would You Rathers for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So I came up with a few, you know what I'm saying? You know, just the fan base that like this type of stuff, you know. Let me see. I'll get some cool ones. We won't go too crazy or whatever. We'll just do some silly stuff. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. All right, so here we go. Same. What would you do if you woke up with the power to manipulate probability, but the catch was it only worked on Tuesdays? So,
Probability.
yeah, just mean like,
You can win the lottery on
yeah, but only on Tuesdays.
I'll be playing the scratch offs every
Every Tuesday
Tuesday, I'll be
on deck.
I'll be getting my Mega Millions.
No more Taco Tuesday. No more Titty Tuesday. It's what is it? Telepathy Tuesdays. I'm trying to get this paper.
What's a Cash 5 on Tuesday?
Hey, whatever it is gonna make me rich. Pull up like Dave Chappelle or no boy in that truck. I'm rich.
Every Tuesday we hitting licks.
All right, here we go. What would you do if a mischievous leprechaun offered you 3 wishes, but each wish came with a random and hilarious side effect?
I've seen this movie. It's a movie like this.
You talking about leprechaun? Is the
No,
little
it ain't Leprechaun. It's like where he grants you the wish, but
is that
the wish be kinda-
Phantasm?
It's like, but the wish be kind of ass backwards. It don't be.
I think it's the dude. And then with the pinhead dude, don't he grant wishes?
I forget what it was, but it'd be like dude be like, I want a beautiful woman, and yeah, she beautiful.
She ain't got no legs or something.
Yeah, she dumb as a box of rocks or something like he can't even talk to this idiot. No, I ain't playing with that leprechaun. I'll be like, just leave me alone.
He said, just leave me alone.
Because every wish I ask for is not gonna end well, man. I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I don't, especially if you don't know the side effect.
Man.
The side effect might have me making another wish to take away. Hey, man, can you take away these side effects, G? All right, here we go. What would you do if you found a portal in your closet that led to a world where gravity was optional? You going through it? He said, mm-mm. You just open up your closet and see a spinning black hole.
Like, I'm shutting that closet. Hey, you go somewhere that ain't no gravity. How you gonna get
get
back?
back?
Gonna be floating around until you die.
I would just want to know, how am I going to get back from the closet?
Yeah, like
Once you step over there, I don't know this world.
hey,
Yeah.
you there.
But I know a lot of y'all would just jump on it. Hey, I'm free.
Nah,
We're
I'm
flying.
cool.
I'm flying.
How do you get back?
This is funny. What would you do if you woke up one morning and discovered you could speak fluent squirrel?
Squirrel.
You could be like, half-baked squirrel master.
Hey man, I be having squirrels doing all kind of shit. I be having burglarizing and stealing stuff. Like,
No, what I do is I ask, hey man, why y'all playing traffic like that, man? You come across, you run back, you dip back. Y'all playing chicken with your life? Like, for real.
you know, Big Boy had a pet squirrel.
You know what? There's a couple people, because I know back in the day, ex-girlfriend, her stepdad, he used to have squirrels that would run up to you when it comes to the house. Like, I knock on the door and they would come to you like, hey, you about to feed me?
Man, yeah, the squirrels would hang out with us. We'd be out there, drinking, smoking, and squirrel right there chilling with us. Serious.
Well, you just think about that. That's crazy though, bro. Like, that he just come up there and just like, hey, who feed me in this joint? Y'all tripping. All right, let's see what else we got. We got anything else? Let's see. All right, here we go. All right, open up that. Here we go. All right. What would you do if you suddenly gained the ability to control the weather, but it only worked when you were singing opera? Da-da-da-da!
Look like I ain't got control of the weather then, cause
Let there be thunder. Let there be rain.
I'm cool. That's
You
not
can have either
that's not my range.
without bringing pain. That would be, think about it though. I think about like Bugs Bunny when he do the singing, the dude be doing the little orchestra or whatever. Figaro, 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 what do you go? Figaro.
Here comes the rain.
Here comes the rain. Y'all think I want the rain? Now make it rain and clear it out. Telling you, for real though, that would be crazy though. If you had to sing every time to make something happen, that'd be wild. If you
I
couldn't
do it. I'd be like just in the middle of somewhere like the mall. And they'd be like, why is this nigga singing opera? Next thing you know, it's porn. They like, what the hell done happened? It was
Me. Just in the middle of the mall. Me. Like, hey man.
it was all sunny and bright. Now, we
Now
got-
people bring now this in this day and age, people bring out their phones like, hey, it's something wrong with this. We got to record this, Jack. All right, Bo. Here you go. You already know. Because, if we could record half the stuff that we did in the mall, y'all would be rolling to this day the antics that we did going to the mall.
I just gotta say this, man. I seen a video the other day. People, man, you don't have to record everything that you see.
True.
This man, he looked like he was in the Walmart parking lot. All he had on was a bra,
A bra? Wait a minute. That's
and a thong. And he's built like a linebacker too. So if you see this person in the Walmart parking lot, you just be like, "Hey, go on about your business."
yeah,
Nah,
he
this
wilding
dude
out.
stopped, got out his car and started filming him.
Because everybody's trying to make whatever page they got, whatever social media page they got pop by having those likes and those clicks. That's all that is.
So then the guy, he looks crazy as hell, but he said the most sanest thing ever. He said, "So this is what you really want to do. You really want to get your phone out and record me?"
Your microphone, G.
He said, "You really want to do this?" And the dude was like, "Yeah, what's wrong with you?" The dude then said, "Well, look, I'm about to beat your ass." And I was like, he looked like he can really beat your ass. He's like, "You gonna beat my ass? I'm out here with my son." He said, "Well, why are you filming me and you with your son?
Yeah.
Like, this is stupid."
Yeah.
Like, people,
Mind your business, bro.
sometimes you can just have your memory. Like, hey, that dude.
It pays you nothing to
I seen a
cost.
guy at
What's that?
Walmart.
It costs you nothing to pay, mine. That's what they call it.
You don't gotta record everything.
Mind the business that pays you.
Leave people alone.
Leave people alone. All right, we'll do one last one and we'll move on.
Yeah.
What would you do if you woke up and everyone else in the world was suddenly wearing a bright yellow jumpsuit?
I think I'm still in the dream. I don't think I woke up.
What if everybody just had a Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon
that-
when he was fighting Kareem Abdul-Jabbar yellow jumpsuit and everybody had one on? Everybody.
I be tripping out. Where do I get mine?
And what was that? What was the Quentin Tarantino movie? Was it Kill Bill? Did she have one on too?
Yeah, she did have a little
Yellow
I
jumpsuit with
guess
the black
that's
stripe
like
on side.
karate look, like
It's the karate look.
yellow.
It's the
jumpsuit.
dojo look. I would just be like, can I go back to sleep and have a do-over?
Man,
Can I have a do-over in life? Because something's wrong. G.
yeah, this ain't right.
This ain't right. I need a do-over. We need to, what it called? We need to, when you do with your phone, I need a fresh a restart. For real. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into some other stuff.
Oh.
Okay, what we got up on there, baby? Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into sports and entertainment. As we do know, the NBA playoffs is down to the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference
Denver and
Finals.
OKC, they still got to play today.
True that. It's Game 7. I'm glad you said that. Game 7 is today at OKC.
Said, I think
Aaron Gordon is out. He got the same thing that Steph Curry had. I think he had a grade 2 hamstring that takes 2 weeks. So even if they move forward, it's not a good look because he's a good part of what Denver does. You know what I'm saying? I see OKC getting to the Western Conference, and I think that's better for TV to have Ant-Man versus Shea. 2 young Lions, 2 young teams that get after it. I think that would be great basketball, good 5 to 7 game series. Ultimately, it's still going to be a great finals because it's going to be totally new. All these teams is going to be their first time getting to the finals. We got a rep home, baby. Naptown.
I mean, Denver still got a chance, though. You can't count.
They have a chance, but they're iffy. You got a flu-riddled Murray. You got a bad shoulder Porter. And now you're not even having Eric Gordon. It's a lot. And all they're going to do is double team the Joker, not let him get off. Everybody else going to have to beat him. You know what I'm saying? And they're back at home. I expect Shea to have a great game. So it's going to be a hard task. Nothing can never not be done. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're still repping the Pacers right now. Pacers is already in the Western Conference Final, and they're going against the Eastern Conference Finals. And they're going against
We got the Knicks versus Hicks, baby. It's back.
It's back.
It's back on.
Y'all, it's got so much history. Reggie Miller going against the Knicks in various forms. You know what I'm saying? Like with Derek Harper, Patrick Ewing. You can go to the one where they went, the newer version of the Pacers went against Larry Johnson. Allen Houston and them.
Anthony,
Yeah, it's been a lot of decades of Knicks versus
Allen
Pacers.
Houston,
Yeah,
Larry Johnson.
yeah, for real.
Ah,
I think was Mark Jackson with us at the time, or was he with the Knicks at the time? One time it was Travis Betts. I think it was Travis Betts and Mark Jackson that our point guards was. We went against them when Larry Johnson hit that three, that wild three.
I think we should have Mark Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
hey, it's a pick'em series basically because both are formidable opponents. The Pacers want to get up and run, do their thing. The Knicks want to slow it down, play one-on-one basketball with big body Brunson, setting high pick and roll, getting calling the town for the pick and slip. They almost play similar, except for the slow down pattern. And I think the Knicks are a better half court offense team than the Pacers. Pacers got a better defense as of late, but I don't know if that's the true defense because they played teams that were hobbled up and not up to par, so their defense look good. So it's going to be a task. Bridges is definitely going to guard Halliburton. I was telling Cuz today, I was like, the way the Pacers win this series, Halliburton has to be what the Holly?
Yeah.
What the Holly?
Nah, you're gonna have to be that dude.
You have to be that dude. You have to, because that other dude on the other side,
Oh yeah, Brunson. He gonna be that
big
dude.
body Brunson's trying to get 30 every game.
Yeah, he gonna do it.
So you got to bring it, Holly. I think the key for the Pacers to beat the Knicks is Halliburton being aggressive. Holly has to be that 20, 7 to 10, 11 assist guy.
I think he also got to wear down Brunson.
And good luck.
I mean, I think we got enough guys between McConnell, Matthew. Still got a Reed too.
I say good luck. Ain't nobody did.
And
And
them I mean, I ain't saying that we're gonna stop him, but
over a series, if it goes a long series,
Yeah,
I
you
guess
know,
you
it
can
could
lose
be
your
a little
legs
bit,
and your
you know,
shot
yeah.
cannot fall. But he's just so crafty and
yeah.
witty. He'll get to the free throw line and hit a couple wide open 3-pointers, and next thing you know, you got 30. So we are getting to the end of the NBA season almost. So y'all tune in. We definitely get playback from me and Bo about what's going on. I think we played Tuesday. I think the first game was Tuesday.
I think it's Wednesday.
I thought it was Tuesday.
I think it don't start till Wednesday.
Either Tuesday or Wednesday. Tune in for the first game of the Eastern Conference Final. All right, what I do want to talk about is the WNBA started up Friday night. Saturday was a doubleheader or triple header, you know what I'm saying? But the main attraction was Caitlin Clark versus Angela Reese. I'm a WNBA fan. Like I said before, I already got my league pass again. I'm ready for another great season to see what these ladies do. There's been a lot of moves, so it's definitely bringing some excitement. But what I do want to say, there was a moment in the game where Caitlin Clark fouls Angela Reese. It's a basketball foul. It wasn't a flagrant. Angela Reese flopped.
Man.
Made it, trying to get the call, to sell the call. I get that aspect of it, but the extra stuff that she did after wasn't called for,
Yeah.
And the comments are already starting this race baiting stuff. I'm just telling people right now, stop it. We had a whole year of Caitlin Clark being white, why her privilege is this, why she that, why that, and Reese is the black ghetto, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? And it's black versus white. I don't want to hear it. It's basketball, baby. Put the ball in the hole.
Man.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark has black basketball players on her team. She passes to them. She congratulates them. She hypes them up. Has nothing to do with race. The other stuff you want to get into, how she sells and how she's marketable, yeah, it could be race related then. But when they on that court, has nothing to do with race. I see people talking about, well, she fouled because she's white and she'll get, no. She's making a hard foul. I'd rather see you go to the free throw line than get a layup.
Yeah.
Well, with Angela Reese, I would let her shoot the layup, be honest with you. You got a better chance than her to miss that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we talk about basketball skills, Angela Reese is a great, marketable young woman. She's doing her thing. She plays basketball, but on the outskirts of that, business-wise, she's definitely making moves and making her mark in the situation. But when we talk about skill level, she's not Caitlin Clark. Y'all got to stop trying to pit them like it's a rivalry. There's no rivalry. Caitlin's been getting the best of her. So you got to win a lot, and she win a lot for it to be a rivalry. Just saying. That's how I go. That's So I'm telling all you, and I see it mostly with black women, stop the race stuff between the women. It's two young women playing in the WNBA.
Who don't like each other.
I don't even think it's not that they don't like. I think the media tries to spin it. I just think they've had battles against one another. They've done antics against one another that they've done against other people. But the polarizing figures they both are and the size that people have taken have made it into more than what it is. Because Caitlyn always say, I don't have a problem with her. It be Angela Reese talking,
Yeah.
having a problem with her or saying something about Caitlyn. So which one is it? Like, my opinion is I think Angela Reese knows that she stays relevant from the basketball side of things is always making sure she's mentioned with Caitlyn. Because who's gonna be the face of the league right now? Who is the face of the league? When you see the Fever games be on national TV, the first game of the season. Come on now. Even when Catchings was there, they wasn't on TV like that. And they won a championship with Catchings. So, yeah, I'm just telling y'all to stop that stuff and cut it out. All right.
And Angel, girl, stop.
There you go.
I mean, that was a regular foul. It wasn't like she hit you in the face. You talking crazy and man, come on, man.
So think about it. Do she really get attention like virally if she does that action after the foul? She wanted to fight her and stuff, and Caitlyn
Like,
Walker
if it was just a foul and she got whacked, blow the whistle, she go to the line.
Blow the
It
whistle.
wouldn't even be nothing talked about. It's the fact she did the
Whistle.
whole little flop and get up, roll up, pulling up her shirt like you about to get busy. Come on, man.
trying to get a little scrappy out there. Okay. Last thing is music. I know I checked out Snoop Dogg's new album, Is It a Crime? I like it. Snoop is rapping with fire. You could tell he kind of got pissed off by the things people been saying about him, about how he performed at the Trump thing, he DJ, saying he went against his word, how he was letting Suge slide on some things, you know what I'm saying, like that. So he's speaking. He got a whole song talking crazy to Suge called Shut Your Bitch Ass Up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. He be going there talking about he snitching on the phone and peace. Hey, no. He calling out names, and they even got his name in a video. They got Suge name X'd out. Boys are saying names out here. Then we got to shout out to the Cypher between Ab Soul, Big Sean, and Joey Badass.
Hey, nah, that cipher was live. They got busy.
If you're a hip hop head, you're going to love that Cypher. Also, you people, Joey Badass been a dope rapper.
Yeah.
I know y'all know him as Unique on Power, on Kanan, but he was a rapper before then, and he's always had bars.
Bars.
So,
Go check out 1999. That came out, what, 2011, 2012?
yeah,
Yeah, he
Joey Badass
he
been out
doing it.
there.
He been doing it.
So, I need to get in touch. You know what I'm saying? I know people was on there like, hey, that's Unique from Power. No, that's Joey Badass. So, I have nothing else. You got anything else, Bo?
I will say, Leon Thomas is about to release a deluxe.
Okay.
But basically,
I'm a
whole
dog.
nother
I'm a
project.
mutt.
Like, I know it's at least another like a whole new 12, 13 songs.
Okay. Bo got me turned on to that. I'm just being honest. I like it.
That's all I've been bumping. I've been bumping Leon Thomas. It's a 23 project, Electric Dust.
Yeah, I went and
I've been-
downloaded all that.
I've been bumping that like for the past week, just nonstop.
Nice.
But yeah, he's got a deluxe mutt coming out. I want to say the 20th, so that's like in 2
So
days.
y'all check that out. Shout out to
Yeah,
Leon
that's my
Thomas.
guy, man.
Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Okay, so we don't got anything else going on. It is a Sunday. I know y'all gonna get to start to y'all work week. Some might have to work tonight, like my brother. So hopefully he has a great start to his night. Y'all have your great start to y'all work week Monday. Everybody be safe. Nothing but love and positivity always.